Now joining us is Dr. Miriam Oshodi, a public health physician, to dissect some of the modifications to the phase 2 of the ease lockdown. She joins us here in Lagos. Welcome, Dr. Oshodi.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
All right, let's start with the precision lockdown. The SGF was talking about it, saying that they will target 60% of those of the contributors of the infection spread in the 18 local governments out of the 774. And he even touted that there might be a total lockdown in those local government areas. Do you think this will help?
Let's take, for instance, Lagos State. Lagos State has about 10 of its local governments being part of the highlights for the next phase of the lockdown. Now, the thing is, we have to ask ourselves a question. Even when we didn't have the local governments being locked down, people still, it was very hard for people to contain, follow instructions, use face masks and all that. And then the local governments are all interwoven. If you're going to, for instance, let's take Koshofe is one of them. If you're going to lock down Koshofe, and then people from Ikorodu local government will not be able to cross over, you understand? And then when they leave Koshofe, Mushin is also one of them. You leave, let's say, the other, Shomolu is not one of them. So you leave Shomolu, and then you skip, and then how feasible is that? You understand? Are we going to see people are still going to be, like, you know, human beings are very versatile. You can't really keep them in one place. So it's practically like all on on. We have half of local governments in Lagos that are really involved, and then the numbers are really going up, and the deaths are also increasing.
So you think that will be difficult, the collecting of samples and then
Yes.
the total lockdown. But let's also look at what Lagos State is saying. The Commissioner for Health said that we have over 2,000 COVID-19 positive patients who are self-isolating in their homes. Some is for preference, some is for the fear of the stigma, and for others, he says, it's ignorance.
Well, you know, most of our isolation centers are actually filled at the moment. And so people that are asymptomatic, that they have very mild symptoms, are doing well at home. They're just being monitored, called regularly from time to time and all. And then even with the numbers that we have every day, isolation centers can't take all of them in whole. You understand? So that's why it's still, and you know, also Lagos State government is planning the home-based care, which is in pipeline, should kick up anytime soon. But the thing is, we can't even take everybody into the isolation centers. And even imagine having people at home, positive patients, asymptomatic, mild, and then we still want to do the lockdown with local government. You see, it all doesn't really tally. So it's better we just have it a whole on.
Another question maybe some parents are asking is, for the schools, you know, students preparing for their final examinations, how many parents are comfortable to allow their children go out, and will there be any option for them?
Now, the thing is, we need to adapt to this is the new normal. Now, having children in primary 6, junior secondary school 3, senior secondary school 3, go out, because yes, we know that they need to move on the exams and all, but we still need to work out modalities, because these children, we're also putting them at risk. They're not, they're also vulnerable. They're not out of the age group that can be infected. So we need to revisit that. It's not even that, even people in tertiary institutions are maybe about to graduate and all that, everybody is affected. But saying schools, and you know how people, they don't even follow rules. You start with primary 6, the old school is open from even basic, even kindergarten, they open and then they run the old school all through.
So finally, as a public health physician, what would you recommend in the middle of this revised lockdown, the extension? What would you say should work for us?
Yeah, we are about getting to our peak. We're almost at our peak. That's why we're still having an increase in number of cases. But what I would recommend is the first of all, we need to still go back to our drawing table. We are still we are still having increase in number. And so we still need to, having a second lockdown might not be the best idea, but if we get to that stage, I think we might have to revisit, because shutting down local governments, shutting down some and leaving some is not really going to help.
We'd like to thank you, Dr. Miriam Oshodi, a public health physician. Thank you for joining us on the program.
You're welcome.